What is up, everyone? I'm DSP, and welcome to the week in preview for December 6, 2010. I know I've said this 100 times before, but a lot going on this week. So let's get started. First of all, this week is going to be the beginning of my year-end 2010 video series. I've decided that since it's the easiest thing to do, I'm actually going to start out with the fan-voted results from thekingofhate.com. So later today, when I actually get a chance to sit down and start working on these videos, I will be closing off those polls. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, there were 3 different polls up on the website. The first was for the top 10 best music remixes of 2010. The next poll was the top 10 funniest racist moments of 2010. And then finally, the top 10 fan-voted favorite DSP game playthroughs of 2010. So I'll be closing those off, finalizing those, and working on those series first. Then, as we go further into the month, I'll be doing some of the ones that I'm coming up with, including the top 5 best DLCs of the year, the worst DLC of the year, the top 10 worst gaming moments of 2010, my top 20 personal favorite games of 2010, basically ranking them from what I thought was a game that couldn't really make the top 10 but was still worth mentioning, all the way up to the very best. Number 1, best game of the year in my opinion. And then finally, a montage, probably around New Year's like I did last year, a montage of the funniest gaming moments of 2010. So, a lot of content coming this month. And I am going to be working on it pretty much every single day. I'm going to be hammering it out. Today, in particular, what am I working on? Well, today, actually, I'm going to work on some of the music, top 10 fan-voted favorite music remixes. Also, I have a Hateful Truth on Epic Mickey coming out later today. Be sure not to miss that because a lot of people were on the fence about Epic Mickey, one of the most anticipated games of the year for many people, including myself, and everyone wanted to know, what was that game like? Was it good? Was it bad? Is it worth a purchase? And if you didn't watch the playthrough, you're probably going to be pretty surprised at what I have to say about this game. So be sure to tune in later today for that. Some other things I'm working on this week. First of all, there will be an Ask the King this week. So if you have any questions for me that you'd like me to answer, jump over to thekingofhate.com, look for the thread there, Ask the King, and be sure to post up for the December 9th, I believe it is, episode for this Thursday. Any questions, and I will address them in the video as I pick the ones I'm going to answer. Also, keep in mind, when I do the Ask the King videos, I post up on Twitter, and I do take Twitter requests and Twitter questions at the last minute. So be sure to be on the lookout for that on Thursday. Also this week, all the normal stuff that you would expect, like there'll be a new Smart Guys and stuff like that. Now, one thing that I do want to announce that I talked about yesterday in my channel update video is that there will not be a game playthrough this week. Originally, it was scheduled that I was going to play Tron, but due to time constraints, due to the length of time that it took me to beat Epic Mickey, and the fact that I'm a week into December and I haven't even touched a year-end video yet, I've decided against playing another game like that, so I will not be playing Tron. That is off the list. However, I will be playing the Fallout New Vegas DLC that comes out later this month, the week of Christmas. That'll pretty much be the last official playthrough of the year. And there may be gaming footage mixed in here and there. So, for example, this week, I'm sure there's going to be times that I'm going to be burnt out and I'll say, man, alright, I need an hour to myself rather than working on these year-end videos. And I might sit down and play some Black Ops or something like that. I might have some footage like that coming out. But besides that, nothing too serious. Some people have also mentioned to me that apparently the Case West DLC for Dead Rising 2 is supposed to be coming out this month. Now, that's all fine and dandy. I definitely want to play it, and it is 2-player co-op, and I talked to John Rambo. He wants to play it too, but until they give us a release date, I can't say for sure I'm playing it. And Capcom has not given a release date yet, so once it happens, I'll let everyone know whether or not I'm playing it, but I need to know when the hell it's coming out. The same thing goes for Back to the Future. There's a Back to the Future game coming out this month, and they've been saying, oh, it's going to be fourth quarter 2010, and they don't give a date, and there's still no date. I'm really not very confident that that's coming out this year either. It's more than likely going to get bumped, but if it does come out, there's a chance I'll be playing it this year. We'll see what happens. Outside of that, there's a couple other things that I'm working on. As we discussed many, many times before, there are fans who like to donate things, whether it's a video game that they want me to play, whether it's just a fan creation, fan art, things like that. And the thing is, I didn't want to obviously give out my home address. In fact, I can't really get that kind of stuff here. Here we have very small mailboxes and I wouldn't be able to even get a package here. It wouldn't work out. So I am working to get a P.O. box set up this week. Actually, I really just need to swing down to the post office and give them the application and pick up the keys, and I'll be all set. So once I get that working, up and running, I will be providing everyone with that address. We'll have a little bit of further discussion about it once I get that set up, because I don't just want people sending me stuff willy-nilly, without me knowing what it is, without my permission, because if you keep sending me 100 games, first of all, I might already have the game. Second of all, I might not have time to play the game, or I might not be interested in the game, so you're just sending me a game for no reason, and now it's like, well, I'm not going to be sending anything back, let's put it that way. You send it to me, whatever you send me, I'm permanently keeping. So we're going to lay down some ground rules later this week once I get that P.O. box set up. And then also I want to talk about a little bit about round 2 of the East Coast Customs joysticks. We spent all day Saturday working on these joysticks. They look really nice, they're pretty cool. PS3 owners will be happy this time because actually 3 of the sticks are PS3 sticks and 1 is an Xbox 360 stick. But we're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow I'll be putting out videos of when we were actually working on those sticks and building those sticks on Saturday. And then probably more than likely Wednesday or later, I will be showing off the final product. Just like I did last time, I'll make a video about it. And when they go up on eBay, when Rambo gets a chance to work on that, we'll be doing that as well. But the good news is, round 1 sticks were very successful, even though we did have that little road bump there with the person who basically bid in his parents' bank account, or his parents' eBay account without their permission. Those sticks have sold. They went for a pretty decent amount, so we're pretty happy with the results of round 1, and that's why we're working on round 2. Now, I have mentioned previously that I ordered a bunch more joysticks. Game Shark had this sale last week of Tournament Edition Mad Catz joysticks, buy one get one free, and also the Wii joysticks, buy one get one free. And I did buy a bunch of those, but from what I'm understanding, Game Shark apparently pretty much sucks when it comes to delivery. I've not heard a thing. It's been a full week now. I've not heard a thing from them about processing the order, shipping the order, nothing. I've heard zip. So I'm really not expecting that to come anytime soon. We were hoping those would come. We'd be able to work on those for Christmas, but it looks like probably not. So we'll see what happens. If anything changes, I'll definitely update everyone. But right now it's not looking too good, at least for the Christmas season. Maybe afterwards, maybe it'll work out, because maybe when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 comes out in February, maybe we could do like a round 3 of sticks then, when people will be looking for them. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you haven't seen it yet, I put up my Christmas tree this weekend, and the videos are pretty popular. I tried to put some gaming-related stuff in the tree this year, which is pretty different from what I usually do, and I think it's pretty original. So go check that out. The only other thing that I think I want to talk about right now, I might be doing a condo tour. A lot of people have been asking for something like that for quite some time, and I haven't done it simply because, like I said, when I got laid off back in September, for 2 months there, everything was very uncertain, and we didn't know if this was going to work out as a full-time thing for any amount of time. And I thought it would be pretty, two-faced to basically say, well, if everyone could help me out, but by the way, here's my stuff, and here's everything that I have at my condo. And as I actually mentioned, by complete coincidence, because I've been blindsided by being laid off, there were no signs that I was going to be laid off. That month in September, early in September, I had actually done some redecorating in here. I bought some cool things. Like, for example, you've seen in some of my channel update videos, I have a statue or two over here on the bar, and those are the kind of stuff that I was decorating with. And then all of a sudden I lost my job, and I was like, shit, if I had known this was going to happen, I wouldn't have spent a dime. I would have saved the money, but I had no clue. So I didn't want to, again, be two-faced. And on one side, I'd be saying, oh, this kind of sucks, can you guys help me out? And then on the other side, say, oh, by the way, but here's all the stuff that I just bought. So I'm thinking about doing it, but we'll see what happens. There's a lot of stuff coming up. There's a lot of work that I have to do on these year-end videos, and I might just be too busy to do it. So we'll see what happens. And the last thing, Howard has set up a YouTube channel, which I already talked about yesterday, but I might as well mention it again. It's called Howard Showcases, spelled literally Howard Showcases. It's exactly the name of the channel. On the King of Hate HD, I have subscribed to it, so it's easy to find. He's going to have all new video series up on that channel, and he's actually going to go to Japan next year as a family trip, and he wants to do some footage there like John Rambo did last year, or this year. So go check it out, especially if you're a fan of Howard and the stuff he's done with those Super Turbo cabinets, the live streaming he sets up, things like that. It's going to be some cool stuff over there, so go check it out. Alright, so that's it for the weekend preview for today. Keep your eyes open. There will at least be one. I promise you I will at least get one of the top 10 music remixes out today. It's really that hurdle is the first one, because once I get the template going, then I can just plug in, the video footage and the music and all of that. But I need to get, the logos and the format, everything going before I can really start pumping out those videos. So there will at least be one of those today, and the Hateful Truth later today on Epic Mickey. So that's it. See you guys later. Take care. Stay warm. Stay cool. Stay groovy.